With the 7th pick in the 2009 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Stephen Curry from Davidson College.
Quite simply, is the best shooter in the draft.
Curry three. Oh, no! Curry was a career high at 34. Chris Webber in 1993 was the last Warrior rookie to get a triple-double. Steph Curry has defied the normal rookie development. He's gotten better month after month after month, really in every facet of the game. Steph Curry has now made more threes than any rookie in NBA history.
Golden State Warriors select Klay Thompson from Washington State University.
Klay Thompson, his first NBA three. Klay three, yes sir!
The 35th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Draymond Green from Michigan State University.
Draymond Green is doing the little things for Golden State. Draymond Green again!
It wasn't known at the time, but this team was now officially complete. They had their starting point guard, they had a great shooter to pair with them, and now they had the heart and soul of their team. Golden State really had no expectations coming into the season, but this team had a message to bring them to glory. In 2006, you had the We Believe Warriors, but this time around, it was We Belong. Golden State would finish with a 47-35 record, good enough for the 6th seed. Their first round matchup was against the Denver Nuggets. Now, Denver on paper was the better team, but that didn't stop Golden State from trying.
Nice feed to David Lee. Curry knocks it down. Get on a feed from Curry.
Sweet stroke right there from Steph Curry. Golden State goes to the second round.
Next in line was the San Antonio Spurs. This was not an easy matchup for this young team, but as the motto went, we belong. While Golden State lost in the second round, people could see there was something with this team. In the offseason, they would steal Andre Iguodala from the Nuggets. Iggy would bring a veteran presence to this team that they were desperately missing. A lot of the rotation players got traded and the roster looked brand new. It was a brand new season with a brand new opportunity, and they took full advantage of it.
Klay Thompson spinning to the baseline.
The block on one end with the left. The spike with the right.
Steph Curry showing us one more time that he is a superstar in this league.
Game-winning shot by Andre Iguodala.
Golden State winning 51 games was good enough for the 6th seed, where they got to face the Lob City Clippers. Unfortunately for the Warriors, Andrew Bogut suffered a cracked rib just days before their first round matchup. Regardless, Golden State still had a mission. Again, the Warriors would fall, but there was still hope. However, something would happen in the offseason that would change the trajectory of this team.
The Golden State Warriors have fired head coach Mark Jackson.
Golden State now did not have a coach, but there was a man that would step up for the job. One of the greatest shooters in NBA history, Steve Kerr. Kerr coaching this team made sense in every single way. On top of that, they would grab veterans Sean Livingston and Leandro Barbosa. This team was set for a very eventful year.
Curry drives down the lane, ties the game.
Klay Thompson this year in terms of attacking the rim.
What a rejection from Draymond Green.
Curry, incredible ball handling skills.
There's a runner by Curry, way up over.
The Warriors were by far the best team in the NBA, but some didn't think this was even their year. The main reason for this was because there was another team that had their own story that they had to finish. LeBron had just returned to Cleveland after betraying them to go to Miami. However, he came back with one goal, a championship for his city. There was a legitimate chance that these two teams could meet in the finals, but they had to make it first.
The Golden State Warriors were in the NBA Finals for the first time in 40 years.
Golden State did their job. Now it was time for Cleveland to do theirs.
The Cavaliers are headed to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2007.
The 67-win Warriors and the history-chasing Cavs. This was set up to be one legendary NBA Finals.
Drives it three. Lays it up with the left hand and in. And the Cavs lead 19-11.
Easier buckets.
Curry off a screen. Splits traffic down the lane.
And Kyrie Irving is hurt now that he's off the court, showing how much pain he's in. And what a terrible sight to see right now.
He has the ball in the near wing where he's guarded by Draymond.
Any team has the ability to come back.
Curry bent over the waist of the dribble, gets it back to the right hand, comes back left hand. Right hand gets bumped, stumbles, goes all the way in for a layup, and he scores with 3.5
Ahead of him, goes past Jones. Nice feed to Thompson.
What a shot by James. 6 in a row to start the quarter for the Cavs.
Two-hand slam. Beautiful feed by Curry.
LeBron James with the congratulations for the MVP.
And it's over. The championship is back in the Bay for the first time in 40 years.
And the dream season is now complete. The Golden State Warriors are the 2015 NBA champions.
Golden State had finally done it. This team had won when people doubted this team. This new style of basketball was frowned upon by analysts and people, yet it won them a championship. Heading into the 2016 NBA season, it was thought this team could repeat. To start the year, they went 24-0. Oh yeah, this team wasn't fucking around.
Has got to beat Babbitt, goes around the back to lay it in. Curry flipping it up and in. Curry again, and he banked it in.
He throws it ahead. Iguodala throws it down.
73 wins. Golden State had won 73 games and only lost 9. This would set a record for the most wins in the regular season in NBA history. But as the 72-10 Chicago Bulls would tell you, it don't mean a thing without the ring.
Curry, long three. Off the glass. Throws it ahead. Iguodala.
Curry with some ball handling magic finds Azili. Oh, and a reverse throwdown. Left-handed scoop. Beautiful bucket.
OKC was the team that Golden State had always had battles with, but at first, things were not looking good. Golden State had no response for OKC. Durant was on fire, Westbrook was in his element, and overall, they just played better. But being down 3-1, Golden State had a very, very small chance to win, but all they needed was a chance.
Another turnover for Oklahoma City. Here comes Iguodala. He goes all the way. And he scores. Here's Thompson for three. Watch from downtown for three. Livingston to the bucket. 30 points for Steph Curry. The Warriors do it by becoming only the 10th team out of 233 to win a best-of-7 series while trailing 3 games to 1.
The Warriors had made it back to the NBA Finals. Their opponents, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland wanted revenge from the previous season, and they wanted to finish the story. The 2016 NBA season had been very legendary up to this point, and LeBron delivering a championship to his hometown would have been the perfect way to end the year. But the Warriors didn't care about a perfect ending.
Irving aggressively in the front court, dribbles on Curry, holds him off, crossover dribble, takes a tap of the key jump.
Thompson, oh, what a beauty. And the foul. Reverses one home.
James keeps his dribble somehow.
And now loose ball, LeBron James up with it, passes over to Irving, lob back to James.
Back to LeBron, and LeBron hammered home.
Dude stops and pops over Shumpert.
And drills a three-pointer, stepping away. There. Oh, my.
Iguodala to Thompson, out to Curry. Three-pointer, puts it in.
He stutter steps. He launches at three. Hey! Nailed it!
It's over. The Cavaliers are NBA champions.
The drought is over. The curse destroyed. 52 years.
A loss like this is something you truly never forget. Golden State was minutes away from going back-to-back, and they knew this. So to avoid something like this happening again, they went out and got arguably the best player in the league.
Kevin Durant, KD. He decided to leave the Thunder for the Warriors.
You know, I made a decision to come in and play for these guys, and I feel great, and I feel excited about this opportunity.
Warriors without a doubt had the best team in the NBA. There was no holes in this team, and it was expected they would run through the entire league with no problem, and that's exactly what they did.
That's his great offense. Play of the night! Another Curry creative layup.
How about the Pachillo kick out pass?
thoughts. Warriors.
Once again, this team won 6 to 7 games, and there was not a team in the league that could compete with them. The playoffs were no different, sweeping the Blazers, sweeping the Jazz, and then sweeping the Spurs. The Warriors had easily made it to the NBA Finals without losing a single game. The Western Conference had been known to be the tougher conference, especially during this era of basketball. However, Golden State made some of the West's best teams seem inferior, and well, that's because they were. Cleveland for the 3rd straight year in a row would make it back to the NBA Finals, but Golden State was just too much.
Drives, layup, oh, it's good, off the glass. Livingston finds Durant. Or down to our right. Durant, Curry for 3 from the opening tip. Durant lobs it up, McGee throws it down. Iguodala pushing.
Down the lane, Andre to the rim with the right hand. And the Golden State Warriors take it 2 games to that lead. Curry sticks a 3 in front of the cap, and it's good. The road to redemption has brought the Warriors back home. The Golden State Warriors are the 2017 NBA champions.
Kevin Durant had finally won a ring along with Finals MVP. It was this team's 2nd ring in 3 years. Is it safe to say they were on the verge of becoming a dynasty? Well, winning another title could do just that. With Curry re-signing to the team for a 5-year, $200 million contract, making him the highest paid player in the NBA, most people just assumed they would run through the league once again, which is exactly what they did.
I mean, my goodness. Kevin Durant.
It's a wide open look. We've seen this time and time again.
From about 30 feet out. Ball handlers to attackers. Steph, 10-3. Draymond on Porter. Wrapped him off.
Bruce Frazier before the game, but that was catch and shoot. This is all self-made.
He's got an amazing touch around the basket. Steal. Throws it up, and Klay Thompson throws it down.
Golden State once again finished as one of the top teams, winning 58 games. In round 1, they faced San Antonio and beat them at 5. They followed that up by beating New Orleans, also in 5 games. The Western Conference Finals, however, would show to be challenging.
Color comes up top. Screen Green. Ball on Gordon. Nice fake. Ball fake. Bench. Putting between his legs. Putting another move on Curry. Whipping it out. Gordon. Out of the backcourt.
Down 3 games to 2, Golden State looked like they could finally be dethroned, but the Warriors never go down without a fight.
A little bit of room, but here's back to Curry. Dancing.
Puts it to the front court. Gets it to Thompson. For 3.
There's the beautiful layup by Curry.
There will be a 7th and deciding game back in Houston Monday night.
Game 7, the most famous 2 words in the NBA playoffs.
There's the contact, no call done to get Curry off balance. Green with the late corner. Klay Thompson. Oh, this is like a 27-footer. I'm the DH. My turn to hit.
Here's the rave, got the step. And the Golden State Warriors are on their way to an NBA final.
This series would show to be the toughest matchup the Warriors would have. Cleveland yet again would make the NBA Finals, but at this point, there was nothing they could have done.
Curry throws it up, throws it down. Curry the runner. Makes it home again. Curry sets, fired, puts it up way downtown. The 3rd quarter avalanche underway.
Reads 8. LeBron down the right alley, ran into traffic, banks and scored. Down the lane to the rim, goes up, scored. He got fouled. Curry.
Durant to the basket.
That pass, LeBron James stole by Curry. Fades to the front, takes a 3 straight on, knocked it down. Oh, yeah. The Golden State Warriors have won back-to-back NBA championships.
The Warriors were on the verge of accomplishing the hardest feat in sports, a three-peat. Only a handful of teams have been able to do this in the NBA. The Lakers in the 50s, the 8-peat Celtics with Bill Russell, the Jordan Bulls twice, and the Kobe Lakers. Safe to say they would be in some very legendary company if they were able to accomplish this. But in order to complete this, they decided to sign one more player to help out. Arguably the best starting lineup in NBA history, there was nothing that was going to stop this team. Well, that's what everyone thought.
Draymond called KD a derogatory name repeatedly. The argument that started on the bench was so heated and serious it spilled into the post-game locker room. That he criticized Durant for making everything about him And that included KD holding the franchise hostage with yet another contract that allows him an out in free agency. It was enough of a tirade. The Warriors brass suspended Draymond for last night's game in Atlanta.
While some were surprised by this incident, most Warriors fans should have expected this. Draymond has always and will always be himself. He's outspoken but passionate. This argument was caused because of Draymond, and this continued on because of Draymond. In fact, things were only going to get worse because of him. Draymond was suspended the following game due to his actions, but this would completely change what this exchange was, because the Warriors suspending Draymond on their own merit meant they thought he did something wrong. Draymond would return, and eventually him and Kevin Durant did reconcile, but the things that Draymond allegedly said were later found out. Reports said that Draymond called Kevin Durant a bitch several times, but then he brought something up that he shouldn't have. The rumor of the year was that Durant was going to leave in the offseason to join a different team to be his own man. Now, to be fair, this rumor never got denied. So when Draymond said, "I won before you came here," it could imply that they didn't need the future Hall of Famer. But then following that up by saying, "I know you 1 foot in, 1 foot out," this would set Durant off. In the end, Draymond and Durant would set their differences aside and apologize, but I don't think this was totally forgotten about. The season went on and Golden State would win 57 games, and once again they sat at the head of the table. Round 1 was versus the Clippers, and it's safe to say they handled business. Round 2 was actually pretty tough. They once again were facing Houston. At this point, it was anyone's guess who was going to win this series.
Puts it up and in. Iguodala and Paul will pick him up. And back to Clay, corner facing a one-on-one ball. It's Durant with Shumpert defending, and Kevin Durant laces one through. And he's hurt. He is holding on to his right Achilles as Harden works. And this is a major story.
Durant getting injured did not help whatsoever, but luckily for the Warriors, they would take Game 6 and they were moving on to the Blazers in the Western Conference Finals.
Curry kicks it back out. Draymond Green. Thompson for three. Draymond Green tries a three. Curry on the drive. Banker missed it. And that'll do it. The Warriors do it again. Another comeback as they defeat the Blazers here in overtime.
They were back. They needed one more playoff series to complete the legendary three-peat, a feat most teams will never accomplish. Their matchup was a team with quite the story. The Toronto Raptors had surprised everyone and made it to the NBA Finals. Led by Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry, this team was ready for battle.
Oh, and throws it down with a foul. Golden State retakes the lead. Timeout, Toronto.
In the playoffs, he has come up with some spectacular defense.
Toronto, 4-on-2.
Kawhi finishes.
Backdoor cut and an easy dunk from Steph Curry.
He took it from DeMarcus Cousins and then raced for the layup. And the foul. There you go. Sheer power and force.
Thompson running the floor, and Thompson grabs his left knee. And it's over.
Canada, the NBA title is yours.
Golden State had dominated for the past 6 years and was hated by most. Yet, in this moment of time, you almost felt bad. This team was stripped down to almost nothing due to injuries. Steph Curry tried everything he could, but it wasn't enough for this team. In the end, the Raptors would be champions and questions would be asked. In the offseason, Durant would be involved in a sign and trade with the Brooklyn Nets, where they would get D'Angelo Russell. The 2020 season from the jump was seen as a wash for Golden State. Clay was still injured, KD was gone, and Curry got injured in the 4th game of the year. The only thing they did good was get Andrew Wiggins at the trade deadline. The team would finish as the worst in the NBA, only winning 15 games. Because of this, they had a chance of getting a top pick.
The second pick goes to the Golden State Warriors.
There were some solid prospects in this draft, but there was one prospect Golden State really had their eye on.
The Golden State Warriors select James Weissman.
Heading into the 2021 season, they already had bad news. Klay Thompson would miss yet another season due to an injury he had in the offseason. Some thought this would be the end of his career, but Klay was not one to give up. While the Warriors improved from the year before, they only won 39 games, good enough to be in the play-in. If the Warriors had won, they'd be the 7th seed facing the Suns in the first round. Their matchup in order to get there was the Los Angeles Lakers, led by LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
Wiggins guarded by James down the other end, knocks down the three. Curry on the drive, flips it up, bank shot is good. Caruso wide open, nobody near him. Gets inside, draws the foul, count it, and one.
Nice spin move and finish from Andrew Wiggins. Goes right at LeBron James and finishes. James finds Montrezl Harrell inside and throws it down. Davis, the offensive rebound, back up and banks it home. Running start now, pass to Caruso. Caruso on the drive, inside Davis for the slam. Curry ties the game. James puts up the three. Oh, it's good! LeBron James from downtown. Curry trying to get free, lost the ball, that's it. The Lakers are in the playoffs. The Warriors need to play on Friday.
Now, just because they lost this game doesn't mean they were completely out of the playoffs just yet. They had one more chance against the young and unproved Memphis Grizzlies. If they won, they'd be the 8th seed. If they lost, they were done.
Curry on the drive. Curry inside, missed it but fouled. Durant back to Allen, tries another three, puts it in. Durant gets inside, a little push shot is good. Poole, corner three, it's good. Knocks down the three with 2.2 remaining. The Memphis Grizzlies are in the playoffs. They eliminate the Golden State Warriors. What a performance.
It was a special year, all things considered. And a new experience for me, Draymond Loon. Tried to make the most of it, come back, bottle this up, everybody make the right strides, take advantage of the summer, and you don't want to see us next year.
Those last words by Steph Curry would be remembered by everyone. But for now, Golden State had to get back to the lab. For what they were working with, they had a pretty good offseason. They had 2 lottery picks selecting Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody. They also got Otto Porter, and Andre Iguodala even returned. This wasn't a terrible squad, but they were nowhere near as good as they used to be. However, despite the roster not being that deep and their star players aging, they still had a great season.
Recognizing the clock dwindling down, it's coming. It's not how you drive, it's how you arrive. One-legged three-pointer. Poole, the Euro.
Draymond Green taking the contact. Finney Smith defends the bump. Got it.
Ridiculous, prolific, intense shooter.
Golden State had done well enough to get the 3 seed and actually had a chance to do something. In round 1, they faced the Denver Nuggets led by the MVP of the NBA, Nikola Jokic. But this didn't mean a damn thing. Golden State was not phased and won in 5 games. Next up was the Memphis Grizzlies. This was a tough battle as Memphis was seen as the next team up. For being as young and experienced as they were, they put up a fight.
Bain steps back, three-pointer, that's good. Draymond Green gets inside, and his layup is good. As Morant gets in the paint, flips up a shot and good. Poole feeds Green. Oh, Green and the foul.
Durant back in, spin.
Curry, got him. Curry at 3, he got it. The Golden State Warriors are headed back to the Western Conference Finals.
Everyone expected it to be the Suns and the Warriors meeting in the Western Conference Finals. However, after Dallas eviscerated the Suns to a point of no return, we had Golden State and Dallas for a Western Conference Finals matchup.
Wiggins with the pass and assist from Curry. Now, this is another elimination game they face. Curry with a 3. It's Wiggins taking it in home. Curry with another assist. Goes from Kleba down to Luka, hooks it inside, deflected by the leaping Poole. Curry, wide open 3, Thompson.
This first half, off 3 different defenders.
Curry, Beal, good feed, the cut, the feed. It's Curry, defended by Kleba, and over Kleba. He's at 2 in a row. A nest of defenders, corner. It was blocked by Curry.
Unfortunately for Dallas, they just couldn't handle Stephen Curry.
Golden State is going to the finals for the 6th time in the last 8 years.
Golden State won in 5 games, advancing to the NBA Finals, and their opponent was the Boston Celtics. They were seen as the favorite, and I mean, how could they not be? They had the better team, they had a lot of momentum, and overall, they wanted this. Boston took a 2-1 lead, and it looked like Golden State was gonna be in trouble. But then Stephen Curry said something.
So we sitting there, and he just like, enjoy y'all last win.
Drop the mic.
That was game 3.
Golden State had won their 4th title in 8 years. Everyone had given up on this team, but it turns out they still had it in them. The team stayed relatively the same except for adding Dante DiVincenzo, which actually excited some fans more than others. While it seemed like Golden State could repeat, that they had momentum, that they had chemistry, everything was looking good, something would happen in a practice that changed everything. Draymond Green, because of one punch, might have ruined Golden State's season. The team did absolutely nothing and tried to make it seem like everything was fine. The team was never the same throughout the year, and you could blame injuries, but the fact of the matter was something was wrong. In the end, Golden State won 44 games, ending as the 6th seed. In the first round, they were playing an inexperienced Kings team, which the Warriors would struggle against.
Curry, right corner three, got it. Curry underhand scoop, got fouled, it's good! Still dribbling, crossover, baseline, handoff, Looney for the dunk! A beautiful pass by Poole.
Play off the pin down. Got it!
Golden State Warriors are moving on to round 2.
They weren't done just yet. Next up was the Los Angeles Lakers.
If the Lakers win tonight, they'll eliminate the Warriors and move on to the Western Conference Finals for the first time since 2020.
The Lakers were on a run of their own, and it's safe to say this was going to be quite the matchup.
Three-pointer by Steph, no good. To AD, AD attacks the glass, lays it up and in to Lonnie Walker for 3. LeBron dribbling toward the basket, got to the rim, lays it up and in. Clay for 3 again, no good.
Ooh, wow.
Game over, series over, Lakers win it.
Golden State once again had fallen, but this time it was just because they got outplayed. The Lakers had a better team overall, and the play of LeBron was just too much. But in 2024, people started to question how long this team could stay together. The main reason for this was due to one man, Draymond Green.
Breaking news: the NBA has suspended Draymond Green indefinitely after hitting Phoenix's Yusuf Nurkic in the head during Tuesday night's game.
It's a tough situation all the way around, but we are capable of getting through it, himself included. Holding each other accountable, holding Draymond accountable to what's been going on and what needs to change for us to be right as a team. Like I said, with him involved in that, but every day is a new challenge.
Draymond once again could not stay out of trouble, and his future with the team was in jeopardy. It seemed like everyone was done with him, and for good reason. Draymond got in beef with KD, and some would argue it pushed him out. Jordan Poole was traded more than likely because of the punch, and now it seemed like Curry might want to leave because of him. While Curry didn't leave, there was someone else who was in rumors of leaving.
Klay Thompson and Paul George could be on the move if they don't reach agreements with their respective teams soon.
Potential suitors for Klay might be the Philadelphia 76ers with their ample cap space, also the Orlando Magic.
Klay Thompson's contract was set to end at the end of the season. Both sides throughout the year would try to reach an agreement, but they never could. This and Klay's lackluster performance during the year only made it less likely the Warriors would give him a good deal. Throughout the year, the team struggled and they never got it going. Of course, because the team had Stephen Curry, people just assumed that this team was always in the running. However, this never happened, and the Warriors finished with a 46-36 record, good enough for the 10 seed. If they wanted to make the playoffs, then they had to win the play-in tournament. Last time this team was in the play-in, they had 2 chances. This time around, they only had 1. If they won 2 straight, then they could squeeze in the playoffs. Their matchup was against the Kings, who they had beat the previous year, but this was not like last time.
Davis with a two-handed jam, nice feed. Draymond Green takes the contact and scores it. Curry had it blocked by Ellis. Sabonis inside, lays it in. JaVale McGee, talk about poetic justice. Largest margin of victory since 2006.
Once again, the season ended in disappointment, and this time around there was no hope for the future. Because the season was over, rumors regarding Klay Thompson gained light again. Each side would make chess moves to show everyone how they felt, but in the end, the worst possible outcome happened.
Sometimes change just can spur greatness, and a new change of scenery can do wonders, and I'm very grateful for my time at Golden State, but I just felt like, moving on could just re-energize me and do something special for the rest of my career.
The Splash Brothers were broken up, and now there were two that remained from the original team. To be honest, they might be gone soon rather than later. Curry only has 2 years left in his contract and is getting to the age where he might retire. There has always been rumors that Curry would leave, but I honestly believe he'll retire as a Warrior. Draymond, on the other hand, has 3 years left. To be honest, I think if Draymond continues to be the person he is and is shown to be, then he will get traded. Some will blame Draymond for the Warriors falling apart, which while there might be some truth to that, I really do think it comes down to one thing. This team was dominant for a decade, and the fact of the matter is, the team was going to age. While there was a plan in place to have a new era of the Big Three featuring the likes of Jordan Poole, James Wiseman, and even Jonathan Kuminga, that plan never came to fruition. In fact, only one of those players are even still on the team, and in no way, shape, or form did he compare it to what the team had in mind. It's so interesting a team that dominated for as long as they did, just to fall before us. It's crazy that this team used to be feared by all, however now they seem human and you almost feel bad. Well, unless you're a LeBron fan.